Well, Man United have pulled out of the Hurricane chase because they believe that the preseason is going to be very short and they need to enter this season with a striker. As we started this transfer window, Erik ten Hag made a number 9 as his priority target into the market, though he needed other 4 players like a right-sided centre-back, 2 central midfielders and a goalkeeper. But out of those 4, the first and most wanted by Erik ten Hag is a number 9. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And the story we are talking about was broken by Jamie Jackson, a United correspondent for The Guardian and Observer, has gone ahead and really broken the story, and the likes of Lord Whitwell, a United correspondent for The Athletic, came in through and obviously confirmed that. Fabrizio Romano also came in through and obviously did the needful. And then Chris Wilder also had a say onto the story of Harry Kane to Man United being called off, especially after a meeting that was held today at Carrington, and they really got to know that Spurs are going to play the long game or the L game that Ten Hag doesn't want, because he's fed up of really not getting in players that he wants. That's why today you've seen it that United have gone ahead and really made its first bid for Mason Mount, because Ten Hag wants close to 3 players, or a minimum of 3 players, to travel with to America to see to it that they really help him through the preseason as he returns or gets ready for the season, whose fixtures are going to be released today. And when they're going to be released, I'm going to come here and obviously let you know the top 10 fixtures that United are starting the season with. So let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video and don't forget to subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing the black button, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time we do upload a video onto this YouTube channel of ours. Now, let's start it off with how it started. It was Jamie Jackson who broke the story. Man United have ended their interest in signing Harry Kane this summer, feeling that money, it will take long to sign him in. Feeling that Man United, it will take to sign him time. Feeling that the time it will take to sign him is unrealistic. That is Jamie Jackson. And we all know the reason as to why United have pulled out, because Spurs will want to sell at the later date, like in August. And Ten Hag wants a centre forward as up. Before he goes to America, he wants to be having a centre forward such that by the time he returns back to Old Trafford to start the season, well, he wants to be having a number 9 that is really fit to play into his team. He knows that Anton Martial is going to be available, but he's injury prone, he's unreliable, so he wants a striker who is really reliable, and we're going to get to know who are they all about. Now, we went to another story again by Jamie Jackson. As far as the new striker of United is concerned, he told us that Victor Osimhen remains of interest to Man United, but he's likely to be out of their reach, with Napoli understood to be asking for a fee of 150 million euros. Now, if they're out of the Hurricane deal because of the delay, the amount of money, 100 million pounds that Spurs will call in for, and they will have to release him late, then that means they can't go in for Victor Osimhen, because for Victor Osimhen, his cost is 30 million pounds more than that of Harry Kane. And when you look at the budget of Man United, we've been told today by Mike Keegan that the current budget can extend up to 120 million pounds minus sales, right? So if at all they make player sales, it can really explode, but that will take a lot of time, because you know it takes United long to negotiate a deal of a player departing and a player coming in. And if you are an elite club, you need to first bring in a player, then you sell. For example, if you sell Harry Maguire before you bring in Kim Min-jae, it might make it hard, you know. If you sell Fred before you bring in Mason Mount, it might make it hard, because they will know that you've sold and you are very desperate to get in a signing, that will not play in our favor. It will play in the favor of the team that is really trying to really sell the player. So they want to really get themselves a very perfect striker, and obviously Victor Osimhen is really one of those, but he is out of reach of the price range that United can really manage. And again, Jamie Jackson told us that Ten Hag had made Harry Kane his primary target and is disappointed, and it has fallen through, but understands Man United cannot go past a certain point when it comes to the transfer fee and the overall package for a 29-year-old who has 1 year left on his contract. So Spurs will try to play the L game, and United have gone ahead to anticipate that, because Daniel Levy has come out and really put out statements that Harry Kane is not for sale, and if at all there is any team that really wants him, it should cost £200 million. That is what Daniel Levy has gone ahead to say, and this is not going to rest well to Harry Kane, because there is no elite team in the Premier League that can now sign him. If United pulls out of this deal, which other team is going to come in through to sign Harry Kane? It's really going to be a huge doubt for the English international. Then Fabrizio Romano also threw in a confirmation about Harry Kane. He said Manchester United are currently looking at other options for new strikers as Harry Kane deal is not advancing. United feel Tottenham wanted to sell Harry Kane. Tottenham never wanted to sell Harry Kane to them and have no plans to enter into 2-month saga. Rasmus Hojlund, one of the names onto the list. Now, I've always told you that it's said the wise see ahead. The wise do what? The wise see ahead. Now, if you are wise and you are Erik ten Hag, you just tell the board, let's switch on to our next target, as Tottenham Hotspur is not willing to sell the player. And one funny statement that I really find crazy coming in from Tottenham Hotspur is them referring to us as our rivals. How are we Tottenham Hotspur rivals? Because they went ahead to say that they cannot sell their best player to their England rivals. And I asked, guys, is there anywhere we are really rivaling with Spurs? No way. Not in history, not in trophies, not in fan bases, not in star players that we have. Spurs cannot come close to Man United. That's it. They are not our rivalries, but they are rivalries to Arsenal. So Harry Kane has found himself in a situation of being helpless and nothing to do at this particular time. But never say never, things can change a lot. Laurie Whitwell, Manchester United decide against formal approach for Harry Kane, Erik ten Hag's top choice for experienced number 9, but Daniel Levy's refusal to sell to Premier League rivals means exploratory talks will not be continued. Now, he doesn't want to sell. One thing that is running in my mind is, what if the board of United is putting out this story to really trigger out Kane, to see to it that he goes and bangs on the door of to go on and bang on the door of Tottenham Hotspur and really let them that, guys, I want out. Please and please do the needful and let me go, because the more you keep me here, the more I'm not going to sign a new contract. I'm going to leave as a free agent next summer. So it's up to Harry Kane to go ahead and obviously do the needful and force a move. And if at all he does force a move, I really understand that he can really cause a lot of noise and obviously a lot of concern and raise lots of concerns to Daniel Levy that, please, I've been here since my childhood. I was at Arsenal in the academy. I was boycotted. They threw me out, and after them throwing me out, I came here. I've made the name. I've scored very many goals. I'm left with 48 goals to break the record of Aaron Shearer. And please don't sell me outside the English Premier League, because I have a job to really accomplish. And as it stands for Harry Kane, there is no way he can see himself out of Spurs apart from him forcing a move. But with the sorry about that. With the love and respect expects from Spurs, I don't see him making this, right? But obviously, that is something he should make to Spurs to let them know that I'm going to put pen to paper. Please let me go. Let me be. Now, after that, Fabrizio Romano has told us that we are going to look at Rasmus Højlund, and Jamie Jackson has also gone ahead and really told us that Man United are still keen to sign Rasmus Højlund. United like the potential he's showing, but he would not be seen as a regular starter in the number 9 position in 2023-2024, even if they could sign him this summer. So, I really don't understand why people don't see Rasmus Højlund as a player who has gone ahead to show us a lot of potential. You know, I can give you an example. If you know Xavi Hernandez Chicharito, you know, Chicharito came to Man United when he was still young. Right now, he's 35 years of age. And let me see, when did he come at Man United? He came at Man United in 2010. How many years from now? How many years back then? Because those are 13 years, meaning that he came at United when he was 20. That's it. And Rasmus Højlund is 20. But he had an instant impact, and he was playing in for Guadalajara in Mexico. You know that very well, that team there in Mexico. And he came in through and obviously scored on his debut when he was playing in the Community Shield. You know, that magic goal he hit with his head, with his shin, and obviously hit his head and went into the back of the net. I think we are beating Chelsea by then into the Community Shield. So, I really anticipate that if at all Javier Hernandez, who came in from the Mexican League, came in at Man United and obviously hit the ground running, what of Rasmus Højlund, who is playing in the Serie A? I think it's all about the structure and how this boy is going to be at Man United, the time he's going to spend. He's really going to feel at home because he's going to be having Eriksson by his side, playing alongside him. He has been talking on video calls with Erik ten Hag. I don't find it sane if at all people come out and say he's not supposed to be a starting forward. If a centre forward can go on the national team of Denmark and obviously score 5 goals in his first 2 games, that means he's good enough to come in through and obviously play for Man United. One thing we have to do for this young man is get him chances. That's it. He's clinical, he knows where the net is, and he has an eye for goal. All what we need to do is simple. Get him on the ball, create chances, and he's going to come out through and really score these goals for fun. So that is all about Rasmus Højlund, and United are really in for him. So after Ten Hag has gone ahead to pull out of the Harry Kane deal, he has put all his eggs in one basket this time around and is going in hard for Rasmus Højlund. That confirms to you that the £100 million available, he's willing to spend 50 on Mason Mount and 50 on Rasmus Højlund. Then we make sales. After making sales, we get in money to get in the likes of Min Jae. So guys, your thoughts onto Ten Hag pulling out of Harry Kane's transfer chase as he focuses onto Rasmus Højlund. What are your thoughts about that? Go into the comment section and tell me what your opinions are onto that. I know very many people are going to be happy, especially the viewers of this channel, because they don't really rate Harry Kane, but the problem is with his age. So when you get in Rasmus Højlund, who is 20 years of age, you're having Anton Martial and Marcus Rashford who can play as your center forwards, then you are really good to go, according to me. So thank you very much for watching through. Smash the like button, comment and share. A sign out for now. See you later. I think we are going to in the morning. I'm going to record one video that's going to really premiere in the morning, and by the time I come back, the Premier League fixtures will be out, and I'll be here to let you know which team is United going to face first, second, third, fourth, and be analyzing the fixtures as far as this is concerned. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God see you through all this. Ciao, ciao.